I was a big proponent of Clyde before the draft that the Chiefs took him. I loved him. His Alabama tape was really good. He was running rough shit over them, catching passes. I don't know. And Nate wrote a bit about it, but it's been hard to see why the pick has failed as much as it has so far. And his last year wasn't very good due to injuries that Nate pointed out. So as a cheating answer, because his rookie year is actually pretty good, I will say Clyde, but I'll also mention Willie Gay, who hasn't played a lot up until now. I think I stole Zack's there. But they're putting him in his natural spot that we always thought he should play at will linebacker. He has the energy, seems to have been having good offseason. With the increased role, I think he could be special this year, especially sitting next to Nick Bolton. They're forming a good relationship there. I think he has a real chance to show off his stuff this year in his third year on the Chiefs.
I had Willie Gay as one of mine, so I'll cross him off for all the reasons you listed. Zach, do you have a backup plan, or was that your only one?
No, I have backup plan. I actually have two more. So just going to touch on the Willie Gay thing. I think the Bengals game, the AFC Championship game, was the best game of his season. So having that trajectory of, going on the uptrend is always good to see in a young player like that. And then the other one I would say is L'Jarius Sneed. I think after his phenomenal rookie year, he kind of took a little dip and maybe had a sophomore slump or hit that wall. And he wasn't as clean. He still had his good moments, but it wasn't as dominant or, elite level that we were used to in his rookie year. So
yeah, I will say to that, it was probably difficult playing cornerback with some of the safety play behind him last year.
Are you naming names, Connor?
I'm not naming any names. We've already named one of the names many times, but I'll just say it's probably hard to play cornerback with that.
Yeah, but I'm looking for him to bounce back. And then I got one more, but it's kind of a cop-out. Josh Kando played like 4 games. I think anything above his, if he plays this season and just contributes 20% of the snaps, 25% of snaps, plays good run defense, gets to the pass rush, gets to the quarterback 3 times, I think that's a success. So, yeah.
I like it. I'm with you guys. I have Willie Gay. I have L'Jarius Sneed. I have Josh Kando. I had Malik Herring as well, which is he didn't even play. So that's a total. I'm not wrong. But that's a total cop out. If he makes the team, that'd be a leap. Technically, if he makes any impact plays, that'd be a leap. Speaking of a guy who didn't make much of an impact at all, I don't think he's going to do much this year. He might not even make the team. But if he does, could Josh Gordon make a mini leap and have 20 catches or something, maybe?
So
2 touchdowns.
A leap compared to his season last year, sure. A leap.
Yeah, but not
he's making a
Josh
leap.
Gordon or anything.
Yeah, he's not making a leap compared to 2013 Josh Gordon for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to have a Megatron season, 2,000 yards.
Oof.
Yes.
I mean, some people still maybe believe that.
I have that. I have a couple more. I don't think this is going to be a big leap. McCole Hardman could take a small noticeable one, have close to 1,000
stats
yards.
wise. Do you think he will be a better wide receiver? Did I lay out my argument enough for you to maybe buy into the fact that he could be just a better overall player?
I think he could. I wouldn't bank on it, but I think it's definitely possible. I think 2 guys who just straight up could be better players than they were. Juan Thornhill, he's expecting an all-pro year. I'm not quite expecting that, but if he makes a Pro Bowl, I mean, that's a pretty decent leap because last year he was up and down. I think Trey Smith is a guy that not a lot of people are talking about. He was good last year. He was solid, but in pass pro, he wasn't great.
In the back half of the year with pass pro.
Yes.
And I mean, so the thing with Trey Smith coming out of college was he was not refined technically. Yep. And it showed up at times, but you saw the flash plays where he was pancaking guys. So I can see that because I would say compared to Creed and Tooney, he definitely has more work.
Yeah. So I think he was a really good run blocker. I mean, that was kind of implied when he got drafted. It's hard to not be with his size and aggression. So I have him or Thornhill out of the guys who haven't been taken yet. Zach, do you have any thoughts on Trey Smith?
No, I mean, I agree with what you guys said. I'm surprised that nobody said Frank Clark, honestly. I think it's hard because no one, I think Chiefs fans are so I think his rating, his approval rating is too low at this moment.
Congress levels.
Yeah. So Um, what I was gonna say is like, he's had this bad season last year. He looks like he's in better shape, even though he was at whatever $190 at one point, and now he looks like he's back up to 250, 260 like he should be. So maybe he'll have a better season. But yeah, I'm just surprised no one even mentioned his name. So just throw that one out there.
I have an article out there called Frank Clark is going to have a bounce back season. Like I've been the president of that. I didn't even think about it. Like I thought maybe I'm just underselling how bad he was last year. I thought he was just fine, like maybe even slightly below average. And I think this year he could be average or so, maybe even just a hair above.
Well, I just look at his season two halves, like pre Melvin Ingram and then when Melvin Ingram came, and he was like much better when Melvin Ingram came, but he's not going to have that. Like Karlaftis is going to help, but like you can't rely on that rookie to come in and be a dominant veteran force that Ingram was. So like Frank's going to have to set the tone, and it's up to him to decide if he can be that guy next and help Chris Jones on the D line. So that's more where my concern comes in.
The thing with Frank though is he's needed to be that for a few years now, and it's not happened. So, and I think part of it's wasn't in his control, like the stomach stuff. Part of it was the offseason issue last year. I can see him having a better year. I don't know if it'd be better than his first year with the Chiefs, which was actually pretty good. It wasn't world beating by any means, but it was pretty good. So I would just bet on other talent that I can see improving that has shown the flashes, and I believe in a bit more.